Hi, John Kuzma from EndZoneBlog.com here, and we got a lot of updates from around the league that I felt like I had to log on and talk about. First things first, Tony Romo will be moving on from the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys announced that they're going to release Tony Romo tomorrow. Romo came into the league back in 2003. He's a 14-year veteran in this league. He sold 248 touchdowns over his career, 34,183 passing yards. He's been a tremendous player his entire career. He really struggled in the postseason and when the pressure was on. If you don't remember, he botched that the hold on an extra point back when Bill Parcells was coaching the team, and that cost him a playoff win. And he could never really get the Cowboys to the Super Bowl while he was at the helm. With Dak Prescott coming in and showing that he's a very competent young player and an effective quarterback, really Jerry Jones knew that he had to turn the page from Tony Romo and move forward. It looks like Tony could sign with Denver. He could sign with the 49ers. He could sign with the Houston Texans. We'll know shortly. We just do know now that there won't be any trade. It will be him being released to free agency, and the team will likely sign him via free agency. I almost said congratulations, Tony Romo, but more, I guess, I wish Tony Romo the best in his future, and if he does sign with another team, I guess that's when the congratulations will be officially unveiled on our behalf. Continuing on, Brandon Marshall signed with the New York Giants. I said it. I said it 4 days ago. I said with Brandon Marshall hosting Inside the NFL, and which is located in New York, I knew that Brandon Marshall was going to jump from the New York Jets to the New York Giants. That's because he wanted to keep hosting the show and he wanted to play for a contender because he's later on in his career. I kind of have mixed feelings about this. Loyalty is kind of dead in our era. I this is a basketball example. I like how Michael Jordan, was loyal to the Bulls. Isaiah Thomas was loyal to the Detroit Pistons. I like players that are loyal and stick with their team for the duration of their career. To see Brandon Marshall kind of, skip town on the Jets when things got tough, that's kind of shaky character on Marshall's behalf. Look, I love Brandon Marshall. He's a great player in this league. One of the best wide receivers in the league right now, easily. But, sometimes when things get tough, you got to buckle down and help your group and your team get past those tough times. It's so easy to say, I'm going to bail and go sign on with another team who's a contender, but you didn't build it up. You're just looking to get on so you can be in a better situation. To me, that's not very heroic. Good for Brandon Marshall. He gets a two-year, $12 million contract. He's had 82 career touchdowns and 12,061 career receiving yards. But, I would like to see more players stick around when things get rough and build that program back up. Anybody can bail. It takes character to stay loyal and get through the tough times with your teammates. But regardless, as far as the Giants go, they're a much more dynamic team now. Sterling Shepard, Odell Beckham Jr., Brandon Marshall, that could easily be the best wide receiver trio in the National Football League. Eli Manning, this puts a lot of pressure on Eli Manning. Now he has to perform because if he has a down year, they're going to run him out and bring a young gun in. Even if that O-line doesn't perform up to par, people are going to say Eli had all these weapons, he should have did better. So really, this move turns the pressure up on Eli Manning. He has to produce now. And let's be honest, Eli Manning's career is kind of dwindling down. Will he be able to rise up to expectations or not? He certainly has the weapons to do so. Continuing on, the Dolphins re-signed Kenny Stills. I don't know if you guys know about Kenny Stills, but this guy has emerged since coming in the league. He played for the Saints for a couple seasons, went over to the Miami Dolphins, and he's just consistently got better, and he's always kind of produced as far as touchdowns go. If you watch him, he's got a little shake and bake in his routes. He's a good route runner. He's a terrific receiver. He makes plays. He's good at catching the football. He just has a knack for being a playmaker. And the Dolphins acknowledged that, and they gave him a 4-year, $32 million contract. So congratulations to Kenny Stills. Your first big payday in this league, and you earned it, man. You showed up. You showed out. That's what this league's all about, production. I think last year you had 726 yards receiving and 9 touchdowns. If he can get north of 10 touchdowns and put up 1,000 yards next year, I think the Dolphins are going to love you down there. Obviously, they already do. And it's been a great run so far for Kenny Stills. A lot of fun to watch this guy, and the ceiling's very high. He can do some great things. Congratulations on the Dolphins re-signing that guy. Next topic, we have the Lions. The Lions make Ricky Wagner the highest paid right tackle in all football. Look, Ricky Wagner was the right tackle for the Baltimore Ravens. He spent a little time with Jim Caldwell when Jim Caldwell was on assistant coach on the Baltimore Ravens coaching staff. That connection helped lure Wagner in, and obviously the Lions made him the highest paid right tackle in all football. He's making over $9 million a year. He was a 5th-round draft pick, and he went from being a 5th-round draft pick to the highest right tackle in the league. If that's not a come up, I don't know what is. It's because this guy works hard day in and day out, shows up, he does all the right things, and he's a grinder, man. Ricky Wagner should come in and solidify the right side of that offensive line. And this is great news for Matthew Stafford. That's just a little bit more time to sit in the pocket and pick and choose his spots, and that's because the Lions are going to have good protection up front. Taylor Decker panned out. Now we got Ricky Wagner on the other side. Sorry, I said we because I'm from Detroit, and the reason I love football is because of the Detroit Lions. And I'm very excited what Bob Quinn is doing there in Detroit. This was a good signing for the Lions, and congratulations, Ricky Wagner. News out of Indianapolis. The news out of Indianapolis is the Colts have traded Dwayne Allen. I talked on a previous video that the Colts have re-signed Jack Doyle. That pretty much solidified the fact that Jack Doyle had surpassed Dwayne Allen on the roster, the tight end depth chart. And now the Indianapolis Colts are shipping Dwayne Allen to the New England Patriots. I don't even know what to say about this deal. Once again, Bill Belichick finds a way to cover his end, and he makes another big deal for the New England Patriots organization. With Martellus Bennett leaving via free agency, obviously the Patriots love their 2 tight end sets, and they always need that guy opposite of Gronkowski to run that 2 tight end ace formation, ace or single back, whatever you call it in your terminology of offense. 2 tight end ace or 2 tight end single back. That formation is always ran with Gronkowski on one side. Last year was ran with Martellus Bennett on the other side. The year before that, I think they had Scott Chandler on one side and Rob Gronkowski on the other side. Well, in 2017, they're going to have Dwayne Allen on one side and Rob Gronkowski on the other side. So that's another good 2 tight end tandem that the New England Patriots have put together. Patriots fans have to be excited about this. This guy is... he's not making that much money. I think it was like $3 million a season and then $4 million the next year. So the Patriots are going to save a little bit cap space opposed to re-signing Martellus Bennett with that inflated contract that he's going to get because he's a Super Bowl winning tight end. So Dwayne Allen, congratulations. You're on the Super Bowl winning team from a season ago. And you're going to have a chance to win a Super Bowl, catching passes from Tom Brady, arguably the greatest quarterback of all time. And New England is sending over a 4th-round draft pick in exchange for Dwayne Allen. And listen to this. It wasn't even just Dwayne Allen that he gave up, or that the Patriots got, excuse me. They got Dwayne Allen and a 6th-round draft pick. The Patriots only gave up a 4th. They got a player, and they got a draft pick back. So I don't know how Bill Belichick pulls these deals. If I was trading Dwayne Allen, I would only give up Dwayne Allen, and I would get the 4th back. But somehow Bill Belichick's like, no, Dwayne Allen's not good enough. Can you throw in a 6 too? Please, can you please just throw in a 6? And the Colts are like, you know what? We'll throw in a 6 too. You only got a fourth back. You gave up a good player, and you gave up a pick that was 2 rounds back from the pick you're getting in. So that's not a very good deal for the Colts. It's a great deal for the Patriots. And once again, Bill Belichick is robbing these other teams blind out here. He's just a better negotiator. Maybe you read Art of the Deal by President Trump. He did pen President Trump a letter. So Bill Belichick, you just keep pulling strings and nobody can keep up with you, man. Finally, the last topic we have is the Jaguars are expected to sign Calais Campbell. Calais Campbell had 8 sacks last year for the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals really wanted him back, but a bidding war broke out between the Washington Redskins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Eventually, the Washington Redskins pulled out. That pretty much left the Jaguars the sole competitor for Calais Campbell's services, and now we've got wind around the league that Calais Campbell is heading to the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's not it either. The Jacksonville Jaguars also are acquiring Barry Church, a good safety from the Dallas Cowboys. He had 2 interceptions last year. He's a hard hitter, and he's a leader in the secondary for the Cowboys. The Jaguars are also signing Barry Church, it sounds like, too. So you're getting Calais Campbell and you're getting Barry Church if you're the front office of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Those are 2 big moves to that defense. We'll see if they can improve on that, I think, 3-13 record from a season ago. They need a lot of help. It starts with Blake Bortles getting better, but truthfully, the defensive moves they made will definitely help this football team. Jacksonville has to put it all together on the field, and really it's now or never for a lot of people in that organization. That's all we have for tonight. I appreciate you guys tuning in as always. I'm John Kuzma. Go follow me on Twitter at stillfly810. Also check out endzoneblog.com on Twitter at the endzoneblog. And check out endzoneblog.com for more content and football news. We update it, every single day. Thanks for your time. Have a great night.